What if he gets a say in roster control?
Be huge. He should.
What if he gets a say, which I don't think any player ever has? I mean, Peyton Manning could cut somebody if he wanted to. Peyton Manning could pick somebody up if he wanted to. If you were in with Peyton Manning on the offensive side of the ball and he trusted you, you would have a job on the team. Just like if he didn't trust you and didn't like you, you would not have a spot on the team. What if that is what he's looking for? Like, all right, I want a part of roster control, at least on the offensive side. I would like to be a part of that. That's probably what he's setting himself up for. But is Bill Belichick going to let that happen? Is Bill Belichick going to let Tom Brady get roster control on the offensive side? Is Tom Brady going to have a chance to, have a say in who gets what whenever he's talking about his offense that had looked bad this last year? That'll be interesting because everything he's saying, he's getting the fans on his side for it. Because in a PR case, if you win the mob, you win Rome. And in this case, Tom Brady's going to have to, I don't think he has to win him over anymore. Right? Now, granted, Boston Connor here has been saying, well, as long as we have Bill Belichick, I don't care. So this feels as if this is Tom trying to win over the Patriots fans to be like, hey, I'm about to go ask for something that not a lot of players have had. You're either with me or not. And if I don't get it, I'm gone.
Bill doesn't seem like the type of guy to give up control.
No. Yeah, but if he loses McDaniels, don't you think that?
Hold on, though. Just like Jerry Jones. Jerry Jones spent all of the cash that he made from whatever, oil or whatever it was, on the Dallas Cowboys, built them up to be the most franchise in all of sport. And now everybody's like, well, he's too egotistical to give up his control. It's like, it'd be hard to give up control if I was the sole reason why something went from to wow. Just like Bill Belichick. Bill Belichick has built this team for the last 2 decades to be the best dynasty in the history of sport. It'll be hard for somebody to look him in the eye and be like, hey, you just don't got it anymore, pal. You got to give up control. It'd be very hard as a human with an ego and with pride to say, you know what, you're right. I probably have lost it. We're seeing it with Jerry. We're going to probably see it with Belichick. And you can't blame him for it, especially when you've had the amount of success that you've had.
If I was Bill, I'd be like, oh, you think it's me and not the 43-year-old quarterback?
Okay. 43-year-old quarterbacks always work out real well. Did he even graduate from Michigan? Well, hello there. Utilize the promo code PAYTHEBILLS and get $20 off your first order from SeatGeek. Now, back to the magic. What do you think the problem with the Patriots this year was? What do you think it was? Do you think it was the schedule? Do you think that's what it was, Boston Connor?
No, I mean, it's the personnel. That was the problem.
And who's in charge of the personnel?
Bill Belichick.
Okay, so Bill Belichick would have to look in the mirror and admit guilt, admit fault for that offense not being great. Do we see that happening any chance in hell?
No.
No way. And maybe Tom and Bill Belichick's relationship is different than what it appears to be. It feels like the last couple years have been a little bit estranged, just like Aaron Rodgers and McCarthy were there for a while. Anytime you're around somebody for that long and one person is in a superior position to the other, but both have accomplished a lot, it's difficult to remain friendly with each other, especially if you feel like you've accomplished a lot in your life. And you can potentially only get credit because of the other guy. Now, I'm not saying they hate each other. Would never, ever say that. I have no idea what their relationship is. But you could see how they could potentially drift apart. If Tom Brady wants a piece of roster control, that would have to come directly from Bill Belichick saying, yes, you can. And I don't know if we're going to see that. I have no idea if we're going to be able to see that. Peyton Manning had part of roster control when Bill Polian was here. Bill Polian, also a pretty big ego guy, I think, by all accounts. He built up the Buffalo Bills, built up the Carolina Panthers, built up the Colts. He has a reason to be prideful and stuff like that. But if Peyton Manning wanted somebody cut, gone. If Peyton Manning wanted to keep somebody on the team, they were on the team. If Peyton Manning wanted a curfew for the team, there was a curfew for the team. If Peyton Manning wanted to redo practice, we redid practice. Peyton Manning had that type of control whenever he was here, and I think he was given the keys in Denver as well. I'd assume with Tom Brady and Peyton's blossoming friendship and Peyton telling Tom the things that he was able to do, Tom was probably like, wait a minute. I don't get to do any of it. They cut Demaryius Thomas twice. I was like, I like Demaryius. They sent AB out of town quickly. Now, granted, there were some terrible things. They got Josh Gordon. They said, see you later. All these guys that I kind of like, they're gone. Shouldn't I have a say in that? And Payne's like, hey, pal. Yeah, you should. I think that's potentially what happened, and I'll be excited to see if Bill Belichick lets off the reins at all for Tom Brady, because I think that's what you're going to have to do if you're Bill Belichick, although Tom Brady is playing this very, very well. He has to win over the PR He has to win over the fans to ask for this and to get this done. Because if you win the mob, you win Rome. And he's going to have to do that because there's a lot of Boston fans, Patriots fans that are like, it's Bill Belichick. As long as you have Bill Belichick, we'll be able to win with whoever because Castle was able to succeed that 1 year. I'm very intrigued to see how it all works out.
Tom Brady maybe wanting to prove himself outside the Belichick system is exactly why we can't have him here in Indianapolis. Because we all here say if Peyton Manning would have been in his shoes, he would have 8 Super Bowls. And if he comes here and wins a Super Bowl straight off a season where we don't make the playoffs, it's all dead.
Yeah, I know. That'd be tough. And I think Tom Brady doesn't come to the Colts because Peyton Manning was here.
Yeah.
Although they're best friends, like not best friends, but they're good friends. And I've gotten a chance to see them interact behind
the curtain
a little bit, like whenever we went and played up there and seeing them like talk to each other. Like the first time I saw them interact with each other, I was like, oh, wait a minute. Wait, did you guys just hug? I just put my headphones on and just walked by. I was like, everything I thought was a lie. These guys like each other. I thought you hated each other. I'm not going to tell anybody you guys liked each other, but now that it's come out a little bit more, you can respect the fact that Peyton loves the NFL, loves the game of football. So he has appreciated what Tom Brady has done, as opposed to everybody trying to build up them hating each other. I think they had a great appreciation for each other because they both had to go through the same things. But I don't know if Tom Brady would want to come to Peyton Manning's town where there's a statue of him outside and kind of reestablish himself. I would assume it's going to be somewhere else if, Chargers, Raiders, Browns with Josh McDaniels.